All right, got it all done. Slip display right here. It's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be solid. Okay. And what happened is your wheel. All right, well, welcome back to Clark Performance 101 YouTube channel. All right, well, welcome back again to the channel. It's been kind of a short week this week. This will be the first thing I've worked on all week, and it's Friday, but you'll have that when you're starting your own thing. Anyway, we got 2017 GMC Acadia. I kind of slacked off yesterday. I kind of diacked this out in the parking lot. But today we're gonna I'll show you how to put in a cabin air filter and just service the engine, and we'll do a complete check over on it. This thing's got 133,000 miles on it. Runs pretty good. Other than that, I mean, no check engine light or anything like that. We're just gonna do some preventative stuff. So, I mean, it's not all race cars at this point in time, you know. Just trying to get the bills paid. So. Alrighty, well, I will get back with you when we get it in the shop and get it lifted up, so stay tuned. Alright, we have made it to the shop. Gonna have to give a shout out to old O'Reilly Auto Parts for hooking us up with that. Okay, so on this particular unit, in order to access the cabin filter, you got these little tabbies right here that go right in. I don't have any light. Okay, so you chill. Don't be throwing everything out. Okay, I'm gonna grab a light. Anyway, on some vehicles, they have this cabin filter. And as you can see right there, if you got that little flappy that looks like that, all you do is you push down on them tabs and pull it out. Yeah, he's over there playing on the Fortnite. I think when I was over there, he placed like 88th out of 100. Anyway, gonna get that old dirty girl out of there. I'm gonna go ahead and replace on it. All right, and why won't you just go in there? It doesn't go that way. Well, I'm gonna put you on hold real quick because there's a size difference. Okay, so we're gonna skip that for now. all of my oil changes, I always check all the fluids. Check brake, coolant, power steering. I do check oil level before. So I guess we're gonna go up with it, and then we'll just drop some oil. All right, so I guess we'll do an underneath inspection while we're let this drip. As you can see there, we got our fancy oil drain right there. So now we're just gonna kind of gander at everything. Look at the belts. Figure out what the brakes are at. Which they're getting kind of close on that side. About the same on that side. I don't see any crazy drips. Transfer case looks a little wet, but it's not leaking. We do have what looks to be, I would probably say, power steering line. Yes, that'd be your power steering leak there, because it was a little bit low on power steering fluid. Look at the struts. Check sway bar links, which they feel good. Check the struts for any leaks. Nothing really there, no axle seals, no CV shaft boots ripped, drive line. All look okay. In the back, we'll check the rear differential, which all of that looks okay. None of the boots are spitting grease. Guess we can check sway bars. All of that feels okay. And on the brakes on this one, I'm just gonna have to kind of do the feel test, I think. Which the rears are getting pretty close on the inside pad. So that could be a thing. Spare tire's got air. I mean, really, this thing actually looks okay. I mean, for 133,000 miles. This thing did have a park sense issue, which I know these things are really good for getting corrosion up in them and cracking. So that could be a thing we could look into. But as far as that, I think we could put that plug back in and then get the oil filter out of the way and get that changed out. So yeah, I'll probably jump back on this when I get this all done. And then we'll actually lift it up and check over suspension. See if I can get this does look pretty good. Oh, it did look pretty good. How does that look? That looks okay. Gonna be a task. I actually think it might just be easier to get that from up top, so I'm going to jump up there. Just gonna try to use my best judgment on where I think all of this oil is going to fall from. sure to go ahead and clean up the little spot down there. Alrighty, we got that done. Now if I'm a bit smart, I would brush some air. Too bad there. Anyway. Okay, so now that we got all that done, plug is tight, oil filter's tight. All the old oil is cleaned up. Okay. So what we're looking for is separation of this lower ball joint right here. And you can do that by supporting the wheel and seeing if there's any movement in that joint as I'm prying down on it. And this one I'm not feeling any clunk or nothing, so it should be good there. Let's go ahead and jump to this side. That side actually has pretty legit too. So, got no ball joint problems there. I do have I don't know if you can really see that, but there's a little bit of the inner tire wear right there. And then get to a clean spot on this tire. A little bit of inner tire wear there too. Alright, so we need to figure out if I'm just going to go ahead and jack up the rear as well. Let's take a gander at these tires. Which, ooh, this one's got a little pluggy in it right there. The rear tires look way better than the fronts. So I'd almost go to say that it's probably just maybe a rotation issue. So let's go ahead and jack up the rear of this and see if there's anything loose. Just not very happy with life right now. Okay, so anyway, in order to check anything back here, we got to let it down and we got to be on the outside of the tire. So just give me a second, we'll go down with it. I really need to invest in some better stuff. Okay. Everything seems pretty tight there. Everything's tight on this side. So when you go to check these, up and down, in and out, it's going to be wheel bearing ball joints. Side to side is going to be tie rods, inners, outers, depending on what you're working on. But yeah, there's a little tech tip for you. I didn't know if you guys knew that or not. Anyway, I'm gonna jump over to the other side, see if we got anything loose on that side. But I think, other than that, this girl should be ready to roll. I guess in the summertime, these guys are always on the go with their kids and sports, so. Alright, it's got a green check mark. Cool. Got the side checked out too. So I'm gonna go ahead and trying to debate on if I want to rotate these or not. I probably will. I'll rotate these tires to the back and then I'll flip-flop the fronts. So yeah, I guess you guys can kind of just chill out and watch that happen, I guess. Okie dokie, lights over there. Alright, so now we can really get up in there and see how them brakes are doing. Which, if you could see that, they're getting there. They're getting pretty close. I'd say probably about 2 to 3 millimeters. So you could really get up in the struts, make sure it's not leaking. Make sure everything else looks happy. Does look like it's had a control arm put in it before, so. Alright. Go to the next wheel. So we can take a gander. Shock, all of that looks okay. Rear pads are about there too, really. So probably gonna suggest we do some brake pads on this thing here shortly. But all right, I am going to go ahead and buzz off the other side. Probably gonna put this on hold for a minute just so I can get some stuff done real quick, but I will rotate the tires. I'll probably have it on the ground before I get back to you. Okay, so we got that car back to where it needed to go. Sorry I didn't really film a whole lot of the end of that because I was kind of on a time crunch. So just so happens that the lady we were working on her car works for the school, so we had to have it there before she got off of work. I guess long story short, we got the oil changed. I had to go back to O'Reilly's and get the right cabin filter for it. But yeah, other than that, everything went as planned. We did find a couple of things that it needed. It's going to need brakes and a power steering pressure hose soon. But yeah, other than that, everything turned out really good. Got the tires rotated, the oil's changed. There was a couple of other things that popped up in the side detection stuff in the rear of it that we'll have to get it back in and diag it from there. But yeah, other than that, everything turned out really good. So alrighty, there's another one in the books.